All right, so I'm just going to go through the installation for this little box joint jig that I made. So I have this piece that's 3D printed, and then this slider fits over this rail and allows me to slide back and forth. So I've already made my jig, my sled, and it's time to get the jig installed. So I'm going to push this in up flush against the fence. I have a little bit of space on each side in case I need to adjust by a little bit side to side. Hopefully I don't have to, but if I need it, I have it. And then I'm going to push it forward, and I want to line up when I'm looking at this left side of that kerf to be right there at the blade. So I see that that is the part that's going to matter. So I'm going to have that there. I've already drilled some pilot holes here, so I'm going to attach the sides so that it doesn't move on me. And then once I'm happy with the actual fit of the cut, I'm going to secure the rest of it. So I'm just going to put in some wood screws on the side. Again, if I need to adjust it side to side, I have that option down the road. All right, so that should be pretty secured. I'm going to now have my cut the kerf in here all the way through, and then I might as well install the slider block as well. So that slides on, and to keep it from coming off the end, you just need to put a screw at the end here and then leave it a little bit proud. All right, so now that won't come off that way as you're sliding it forward. All right, so I'm going to cut the kerf through and then do a test cut on a actual box joint and see how that works. Okay, so I have my lumber and I want to create my box joint here. So what I need to do is placing the material on top of the jig, raise the blade so that it's just at the material depth. Right about there. And I'm going to proceed with my cuts. All right, so I just grabbed a random piece of lumber. That last cut I can see barely took a little bit off, so we'll see how that plays out. But basically now what I'm going to do is I'm going to flip it back over, and I'm going to start cutting my other piece. So this first cut is where it's flipped over. I'm just going to take out the blade there. So we can see we even have this little piece that's left over, which was that little piece that was taken off there. I can see I missed a little bit right here, so I'm going to need to go back and clean that first cut up. So that is this one, where it's pushed all the way over. Let's clean up. All right. So here's my, without modifying anything, my actual first fit. And that to me is pretty good, right? So that's looking pretty clean. I have a little bit of a gap, but nothing that I can't work on. I want it to be able to fit pretty easily. And so at this point, what I would do is I would secure it. So I'm going to drill a quick pilot hole here and here. And then drop in a couple of screws to really hold it in place. If you're not happy with the fit, you can try to adjust side to side, and hopefully that cleans things up for you. The key part is all the geometry is based on, as you're looking down at it, the left side of the jig. So again, you want to make sure that that blade is riding on that left side. I'm not too worried about what happens over here. All right, hopefully it works for you. Again, you can download the 1/2 inch jig for free. So that's this one here. We also have the 3/4 inch, and I'll have a 1 inch jig that we'll set up so that we can that you can download and pay a little bit of money for, or if you want a physical product. All right, check it out.